Behind the flashing kicks, lightning punches, and legendary films, Bruce Lee taught lessons that went far beyond martial arts. While the world admired his speed and strength, few understood the deeper truths he was trying to share, lessons about the mind, self-awareness, and living authentically. Bruce believed that true mastery wasn't about defeating others, it was about conquering yourself. In his private writings and quiet conversations with students, he spoke of self-knowledge as the highest form of combat. To know oneself, he said, is to be the most fearless warrior. He taught that fighting was just a metaphor for life. Every block, every punch, every moment of stillness represented how one should face challenges, doubts, and fears. Most people focused on his moves, but Bruce wanted them to understand the flow. Be like water, he said, not just in combat, but in thought, emotion, and spirit. He taught his students to let go of rigid patterns, to adapt, and to stay present in every moment. This was not just a fighting philosophy, it was a way to live freely, without being trapped by ego or expectations. What few people talk about is how deeply Bruce Lee explored philosophy. He studied Lao Tzu, Krishnamurti, and Zen masters. He questioned everything, even his own beliefs, because he believed truth could never be fixed. His greatest lesson wasn't how to fight better, but how to think clearly. Bruce Lee's hidden teaching was simple yet profound. True strength comes from understanding yourself, not from overpowering others. It was this wisdom, not just his physical skills, that made him immortal. When people think of Bruce Lee, they imagine a martial arts icon, the lightning-fast punches, the high-flying kicks, the fierce stare. But what few people realize is that Bruce Lee's deepest lessons were not about how to fight, but how to live. In his quiet moments, away from the cameras and the crowds, Bruce was a philosopher. He spent hours reading, writing, and reflecting, not just about combat, but about the human condition. He believed that most people were prisoners of their own minds, trapped by fear, ego, and routine. His mission wasn't simply to teach Jeet Kune Do, it was to awaken consciousness. One of Bruce's most profound teachings was about honesty. He said, honesty in the martial arts is expressing yourself honestly, without lying to yourself. To him, every movement, every stance, revealed who you were. If you hesitated, it showed fear. If you forced your strength, it showed ego. True mastery meant being genuine, flowing without resistance, acting without hesitation. Bruce also taught something few people discuss, the importance of emptying your cup. He believed that learning required humility. If you want to learn, he said, you must first empty your cup. In other words, to grow, you must let go of pride and assumptions. This teaching applied to both martial arts and life. The moment you think you know everything,